Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. How about now? You have a voice? DeLee, can you hear me in Abilene?
Delay again.
Should be about a 30, 45 second delay.
I have audio now.
All right, good. Let me know if that thing goes away because I won't pay attention a lot, please. And then I'm just talking to dead air.
This is what you said. Delete. Did you hear me in Apple?
Hey, Hillary.
You said that quite a while ago.
I did, yeah.
I just heard my
All right. Hey, where are the...
Sure, catch it up.
The only thing we need to
Catch it.
is I got to figure out who's pitching. Yes. Okay, here we go.
Hillary just got called over there just now.
All right, good.
Lisa?
Lisa,
Yeah,
it's
Lisa.
Lisa. You'll hear that reference tomorrow.
Can you tell me who's batting?
I've got some folks around here that can hear us, DeLee, but I'm not hearing from you. Are you still trying to get the vodka spike out of your eye this morning, or what? I can tell you your husband's just getting the vodka spike out of his eye. Last night it was a little bit rough.
That's funny. They have a Noah Hernandez as well.
It's better with less orange juice.
It is. All right.
Everybody set in their positions, ready to go. We just got to figure out who's batting first.
All right, welcome everybody to the 10:50 game. This is going to be between MBA, Midland Baseball Academy out of Midland, Texas, and West Texas 9 out of Midland, Texas. Both teams will be out of Midland, Texas today. That'll be a first for us. We're in Lubbock, Texas. We've got a wind out of the north. It's biting pretty good. It's 10 miles, 15 miles an hour. Probably have a temperature of around 60 degrees. Better than the tournament 2 weekends ago where we had wind out of the south. We're on the edge of a cotton field and literally had times where play was stopped because of no visibility between home plate and second. It was just that bad. So today we hope it stays out of the north. That wind will come across grass instead of coming across dirt, and we'll be able to maybe have a visual game today as opposed to 2 weekends ago. NBA, Midland Baseball Academy, played 2 games yesterday, both of them coming up short. They played the Andrews Alpha, and they played the Lubbock Thunder yesterday. Both of those teams took it to NBA. NBA is still struggling with some difficulties around defense. They're trying to work out. NBA is a young team. I think only about 4 of them return this year. Rest of them are young, so they're trying to get it together. We have a first-year head coach, Braden Blaine. He's doing really well. Braden, I believe, is going to be in the NFL spring draft. And so we wish him all the luck in the world. And I also hope he returns next year selfishly if things don't go the way they want him to go. Head coach Braden Blaine. The assistant coach is Zach Gould. You heard me talk about him a little bit yesterday. 2020 GQ fold out of the year. And then, of course, in 23 and 24, he joined the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest out in New Jersey. And of course came in second he took Joey Chestnut's place, and so these last 2 years have been a little bit hard on Zach. He's embracing the dad bod pretty good. So not picking on him or anything, but he's a specimen. Whether he's at 2020 or whether it's 2025, he's a specimen. It's just a different specimen. So he's assistant coach, and then we've got a good group of kids. It's just need a little bit of work on the defensive side. They're going to get there. They're going to work those errors out and work those defensive problems out. It just takes time. That's what the academy, Midland Baseball Academy, is about. As opposed to a straight travel team, they start with these kids early. MBA has about 160 kids in the program from 9U up to 14U. We went to watch the 14U team, which is strong in West Texas. We watched them yesterday play. Head coach Houlihan, assistant coach Chris Wilson, who owns DBAT in Midland, his son Aiden Wilson plays. We went and watched them. We saw Aiden hit his first home run last night, as well as the team in the last inning hit a grand slam. 14U Midland MBA, Midland Baseball Academy, went 2-0 yesterday. They're over playing behind us again right now, third game of the weekend. They're doing really good. Coach Barry Russell, 20 years out of Midland High School baseball program. He also coaches at MBA. He had the 14U group over in Abilene yesterday. I know they won their first game, might have won their second game. So they start with these kids early in the 8, 9-year-old, bring them all the way up to 14U. They get a lot of visibility from other teams, college. MBA, Midland Baseball Academy in Midland, is a place that if you're looking for the next level for your kids out of Little League, MBA is the place that you need to look, and you need to see over there. Go call Mike Munguia. He's the owner of MBA, and let Mike walk you through the process and assess your kid and see where they're at. And I'd get them involved in that program. They're a holistic approach to baseball. It's about not only the physical aspect, but it's about the mental aspect. It's about the knowledge around the game, which is as important as anything. So they teach the whole kid. And that's, I think that, to me, that's better, at least for our child, than just going into a league travel ball where it's all about rings and all about trophies. And a lot of the kids on that, on the club don't ever get to play. They're on the bench a lot. So is it about rings and trophies, or is it about learning about the game of baseball, about life? And I always say about Mike Munguia, and I have a product of Mike Munguia over my left shoulder. Lance Hill out of Kermit, Texas, played ball all the way to the collegiate level and had the opportunity and the blessing to be able to play with Mike Munguia, as well as his brother did, Derek Hill, and they're out of Kermit. And Mike just puts a good product on the field. He takes and makes good boys into better boys, and better boys into fine young men, and fine young men into great young men. So we really can't stress enough Mike Munguia and that Midland Baseball Academy program, and any opportunity you have to give him a call and just talk to him about it, I think you'll find it to be very advantageous. Defense out in the field will be West Texas 9 first, and so Midland Baseball Academy, MBA, will come up. Braxton Sims, uniform number 7, is going to lead off for MBA to see if he can get this started. I don't have a lineup for the West Texas 9, but I'll do my best to give you names off of jerseys and numbers as they come across. The first one in there is a foul tip down the left field side towards third base dugout. 0-1 to get cranking. Head coach Braden Blaine is on first. Assistant coach Zach Gould is on first, and on third is Coach Braden Blaine. There's a swing and a hit in the same exact spot. It's a foul tip. He pulls it around back towards third base side. I'll have a lineup here in just a minute. We'll get positions for MBA when that time comes. On deck is Joey Creech, Jeremy Creech's son. I'm going to get this straightened out in a minute. I think Jeremy is back home watching via television. Jeremy, good morning. We'll see if your son does like he did yesterday, just cranks it up to the 10s.
Thank you.
Back in is Braxton Sims. I believe he has maybe a 1-2 count. Let me see here. Swing and a miss. Wait, coach, catcher drops the ball, forces Sim to run down to see if he can get on, but the throw was in time for the out. 1 out. Joey Creech steps in. That'll put White Murray on deck. Pitcher seems to be on. There's a hit into left field. Third, wow. Shortstop ranges over. Almost has a collision with third base, but makes a really good play on that hit. It looked like it was headed to left field, but Shortstop did a great job. White Murray, uniform number 5, steps in for NBA. 2 outs. Top of the first. Pitcher deals outside for a ball. Pitcher deals. A little bit high, but Murray finds that a little juicy, and he swings at that. I would too. Murray behind in the count. It's a nice pitch. A little bit low, cross the plate. Just a little bit low. Inside to White. Pitching. I don't have last names. The first name for West Texas 9, Lalo. Almost saw a jersey name. Christian is catching for West Texas 9. Julian on third. Noah in short. Malachi on second. Julian. Two Julians. There's a Julian F on first and a Julian A on third. Eshan out in left field. Center field, Alex. Right field, Alejandro. That is where we're at right now in positions on the West Texas 9. There's a hit right up the middle in between short and second for Murray. That gets Murray on first. He continues his excellent hitting from yesterday. Number 26, Jace Gould, is going to step in. Jace is the son of Zach Gould, who is out on first coaching, and his mom is Hillary. Zach caught all day yesterday. Did a fine job. That's way outside. That's going to advance the runner on a steal. That puts Murray at second base in scoring position. The corners are empty. Gould's going to see if he can get that, advance that runner at least 60 feet and then maybe 60 again. Again, Lalo pitching for the 9 to Christian. Gould's getting the lead out there, taunting that pitcher just a little bit. See if he can get him to make a mistake. There's a pitch. Zach swings at that outside. White having a set of wheels on him, makes it to third on a steal. He's now just 60 foot away to bring in the first run of the day. However, we are down in our business, 2 outs. So this is important. That is a strike inside. Catches that corner on the inside. A little bit high, but it fell in there. Counts 1-2. Pitches outside. Catcher does a good job. Christian does a good job getting that in. Could have gone to the fence. Swing and a miss by Gould. He's running to first to see if he can beat it out, and he does. Now Gould is going on to second. White Murray comes in. Oh, Gould's going on around to third. That ends up being a dropped third strike by the catcher. Catcher comes up to toss to first to see if he could beat that runner out. The pitch goes wild on first, putting Gould on. Then Gould goes ahead and steals second. In the meanwhile, he thought he'd go ahead and steal third, but I think they're only going to allow him maybe one base. I don't know. There's a mound visit here. No, there's a field visit here between the umps and the head coach and the player, Gould. So we'll get a little bit of more information here in a minute on what happened. We don't know if the run scored yet. It hadn't been confirmed. So everybody hold your bets. Looks like they're going to send the runner back to first for some reason. The score is going to hold. The run is going to hold up. We'll try to get clarification on that, maybe in between innings. All right, so to get this reset, Gould is on is on first. Murray came in to score the first run, 1-0. Ochoa steps in, number 80. Steps in as in the number 3 hole. On deck will be Silas Bryan. There is a hit tapper right down on top of the plate, so it's a foul ball. Runner's going to have to come back to first. He was off on the pitch.
We turned right and it just so it shot it over to the right.
There's a pitch. There's a hit out to center field. Center field's up under it. Drops it out of his glove. Gould around second. Gould around second, holds at third. That's going to be a single on an error by Alex out in center field, putting Ochoa on first, bringing up Silas Bryan and John Williamson on deck. Silas will step in with runners at the corner. That's a high. We've got a runner from first to second. It's going to be Ochoa. He was a little bit slow getting to second. He trotted more than anything. That could have been. Okay, so it might be a balk here. We have a balk, and so Gould, number 26, comes home on a balk run. There is a runner on second. The corners are empty.
All right, Silas, get a good rip.
Silas is back in.
See where I have it pulled up for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Should be 2-1. She's trying to figure out how to get them over.
1-0.
2-0.
I'm sorry, 2-0. Runner on the move. Ochoa into third safe on a stand-up steal. 2-0 NBA. Top of the first. 2 outs. Runner on second. Williamson on deck. Silas hits it in between shortstop and second. Out to the outfield, back to the wall it goes. Ochoa, number 80, comes in for the score. Williamson will come on to hit next. That's a double by Silas Bryan. A nice hit in between short and second base. It gets past left center field. Alex, and it goes back to the chain link fence. Williamson comes in. Watch one. Williamson comes in to see if he can get a runner in. There's a hit over shortstop's head, back almost to the gate. Bryan comes in. Williamson has a single out to left field, and he is on first. And he continues his good hitting from yesterday. I think Williamson yesterday had 2 hits and 2 base on balls.
Come on, Bubba, you got this. Let's go, Noah.
Noah Hernandez steps in. Noah is a good all-around player. He's a good hitter, fast on his feet. Noah's one of our pitchers. He plays short. He plays left. Fast hands, fast feet, good knowledge of the game. He's going to see if he can get Williamson, who's getting a pretty good lead out at first. And he's off. Williamson's off. There's going to be a throw down to second. Williamson slides in. The ball gets away from the shortstop trying to cover that steal. Williamson wisely stays put. That puts him in scoring position. Bases, corners are empty. Hernandez is going to see if he can advance this runner and continue this 2-out
Good rip. Good rip, Noah.
scoring rally they have here. That ball's outside. Catcher does a good job. Christian does a good job really at keeping that ball from going back to the fence.
Don't get greedy. Just wait for a good one.
Pitcher deals. And it's on the outside. Williamson on the run. There may be a play here. Wow, Williamson gets in under that tag just in the nick of time. Safe on third. I think Williamson had 4 stolen bases yesterday, maybe 5. Likes to steal. He did get caught coming home on one of them, though,
Come on, Noah. You got this, buddy.
yesterday.
Good eye.
So Hernandez, base on balls, walks. That's going to put number 70, Callan Cook, the son of DeLee and Nathan. His brother is in the Midland Baseball Academy 12U, playing over in Abilene right now. DeLee's with him. Nathan's with us. DeLee, here we go. That first one's in there for a ball. Runner on the move. Now we have runners both in scoring position for Cal Cook out of Stanton, Texas. Greenwood.
Oh, Callan, good cut.
That's a strike on the inside corner. Score 4-0 NBA. We're still in the top of the first. We're still going to get an explanation of that play that happened earlier that pulled the runner back to first.
Good eye, Callan.
That's in for a ball. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike to Cal Cook. 2 outs. 4-0 NBA. Runners get a lead, get a really good lead. Hernandez on second, Williamson on third. There's a swing and a miss. That's going to bring the count even. Wow, the hit. Off the glove of the shortstop. Just off of Noah's glove at shortstop. Couldn't quite get to it, but a great effort nonetheless. That empties second and third with Cook on first taking a lead, and now we're 5-0. Marshall Hall hits one out to shortstop, short over to second, gets that runner coming in, Cal Cook. That ends the inning, but not before 6 runs are scored by NBA. That can't be right because we have 5-run rule. No, we don't. We're not in Little League. Sorry about that. So that not before 6 runs score 6-0 going into the bottom of the first. NBA rules. We do after an hour and a half. You know what that mess was whenever he was on first?
So when he rounded and went to
A dead ball.
interference, yeah, dead ball.
Inadvertently, which then makes that play dead. So that made it a dead ball, bringing Gould back to first, and that's what happened to. He's got a boy, Kai, who's playing in a tournament. They're over in Wolford. They're in the 8U, aren't they? Kai, how you doing, buddy? I heard you played pretty good yesterday. You hear me? He can hear. He's looking at baseball. Hey, buddy. I heard you did good yesterday. Yeah. It's 8U. They're playing in the 8U and they're in Friendship. They don't have a game till 3 p.m. They're actually playing out of Wink, right? Yeah. So out of Wink, Texas. We want to make sure everybody in Wink and Kermit are 2 different animals. Wink's proud of being in Wink. Kermit proud of being in Kermit. We're proud of Wink. We're proud of the Hills. So Lance Hill played baseball, played collegiate baseball. He's got 2 boys, Kai and Case. Case around 2 years old. And both of those, I'm sure, will be baseball players. Both Lance and his brother Derek pitched. If you have time, you need to get out here in Wolforth or over here at Southwest Complex and watch some baseball. Will be going on all day. So stepping in for West Texas 9 is Alejandro. He'll be leading off. He sees the first pitch is a ball. Jace Gould, number 26, will be on the mound today pitching. Braxton Sims will be catching Jace today. Ball outside and gets past Sims. These two are really, really good friends in their off time. Play a lot together, play a lot of baseball, catch, know each other very well. Braxton is really, really good behind the plate, flexible, fast, has good knowledge of the game. There's another one in the dirt. Jace just needs to get warmed up. He'll be fine. We've got John Williamson at third, Noah Hernandez at short, White Murray in second, Cal Cook will be on first, Joey Creech will be in left field, Damian Ochoa in center, and Judd Fortune out in right field. That ball high for ball four. It walks Lopez. Alejandro Lopez is on first base. Christian Cerna for West Texas 9 will be batting in the 2 hole. He has got a runner on first. He's going to hope to get around. There's an attempt to a pickoff back over to Cal Cook, the runner. Christian gets back in time. Hernandez on deck for West Texas 9. There's a strike. He found the spot, leaving the count at 1-1. There's a throw back to Cal. Trying to attempt to pick off. Runner back in time. Again, we tend to lose video and audio out here sometimes. If we do, please don't give up on us. It takes 4 or 5 minutes to refire things. That's an inside pitch. Runner on the move. He's in safely in second. Again, sometimes it takes us a while to get on. We've got a lot of listeners on these games. We have upwards to 200 people watching a game live at one time. A lot of them have my cell phone. Those that have my cell phone, as soon as you lose audio or video or both feed, please start texting me so that I can figure out what's going on. That ball is a little low and outside. Remind you, runners on second for West Texas 9. Nobody on the corners. John. Alexander Hernandez comes up, had an error there on third. Williamson lets the ball get out into outfield. The runners are on second and third. Glove was hit sharply on the ground. Good hit.
Get ready, Noah. Get ready, Noah.
Runners on second and third for West Texas 9. Alex in the box. There's a nice pitch for a strike on the inside corner, belt high. There's a tapper back to the pitcher. The pitcher misses it on the glove, recovers, throws to first in time for the out, but not before it brings in Lopez for their first run of the day. It gives a runner on third. Coming up, number 53.
How many outs, Blue?
Stop.
Flotte or Flotte. Number 53 is up to bat. I'm going to butcher that name, I'm sure, but y'all get the picture. You know your players. Julian. So let's just call him Julian. Big boy in there hitting. Gets one almost to the skull. Ducked just in the nick of time. Julian's got he's got a runner on third. If this boy gets into it as big as he is, it might go out into the cotton field. That ball's high. Score 6-1 in favor of NBA. Bottom of the first. 1 out. 3 balls. No strikes. That'll walk the runner.
Settle in, Jay. Settle in. You
Put
got it.
runners at the
You
corner.
got it, buddy.
Malachi for the West Texas 9 is going to step in. He has runners at the corner he's going to try to bring in. I like that name, Malachi. Runners on the move. Stand up still. Runner second and third for Malachi. Good Bible name there. There's a swing and a miss by Malachi Cisneros. That'll even the count 1-1. Starting to warm up just a little bit now. Wind has died somewhat.
Got it. Settle in.
That's good news. We expect it to be 65, 66 here within the next 30 minutes, so we hear. There's a swing and a miss. It's down. It's a fair ball.
Hold him at home.
That was a dribbler, and I mean a dribbler, down first base line, about 10 foot, and it stops just short on the line. Pitcher, yeah, you know, a good dropper, and you know, a bunt couldn't have been better on that. Pitcher couldn't get to it in time before the runner, who has a great set of wheels, Malachi Cisneros, outruns that, gets on first. It's close enough, though, that it keeps the runner at third. He couldn't come in. That would have been a little bit too close, probably would have been an out. Like I said, it's just about 10 foot in front of the plate. So that'll load the bases. They'll be juiced for West Texas 9. There's a mound visit by Coach Braden Blaine. It gets broke up. They've got their heads back together. Going to play this, see how this plays out with Patel. Ishan Patel steps in. Ishan's a good hitter. He's a good player. Had the privilege to get to know Ishan 2 or 3 years ago. We played with him in Little League. The Patel family, a great family. Got wonderful kids, and Ishan has really grown as a hitter, and he can smack the ball. Eshawn's a good, fine young man. He takes one on the inside, almost square in the belly button. Quick moves there. 6-1 NBA. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases juiced for the Nines. Wind picks up just a little bit, right to left, first to third. There's a swing and a miss by Patel. Well, leaving the count. Wind looks like it's trying to transition maybe more to the south. Right now, if he hits this ball over in left field, it'll carry if it's hitting the air up that direction. There's a pitch. That's a nice, that's the best pitch of the day by Jace. He's warming up. He catches, that's a tailing ball, a tailing fastball, catching that front part of that plate just out of the reach of Sean. He's ahead in the count, pitcher is. And, oh, good stop by Braxton Sims. That was, woo, that would have scored some runs, no doubt. Good stop by Sims behind the plate, catching Gould. It's a swing and a miss for out number 2 for the Nines. Bases are loaded.
Noah Hernandez.
Did they say that?
They did. Noah Hernandez.
So they also have a Noah Hernandez on their team, and he is in to bat. We have a Noah Hernandez. His dad's right behind me. And they have a Noah Hernandez as well. So Noah is stepping in with the bases loaded for the Nines. 2 outs against them. They're really trying desperately here to get some runs in to close that 6-1 gap. As Gould gets ready, and he deals. It's an outside pitch.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
Short visit between short, second, and pitcher. Back in play. Oh, that's a nice pitch, a little bit high. That runs the count to, I believe, 3-2. It may be a full count. Play resumes. Here's the payoff pitch. Man, he walks him. That's going to walk a run in.
Number 2, Lalo Salazar.
Cerner comes in for the score for West Texas 9. That's a run on a walk. Salazar for 9 steps in. Lalo Salazar steps in for the 9. Still the bases loaded. Both the runners on the 9s are clapping. I think they're clapping for our pitcher. They appreciate a good pitcher when they see one. First pitch in there was for a strike. No, that's all right. That's outside and high. That'll even the count 1-1 to Salazar. Noah on first, Malachi on second, Julian on third for West Texas 9. Lalo Salazar in to hit or not. 6-2 NBA. Bottom of the first. There's a nice pitch for strike number 2. Williamson on third in defense for NBA. Hernandez at short. Murray on second. Cook on first. Creech left field. Ochoa center field. Fortune right field. Gould pitching. Sims behind the plate. Sims walks that runner at third back who looked like he wanted to come in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count even. This could be a payoff, or this could be, ball gets away from Sims. Sims is to Gould. Gould is covering, and he gets that runner blocked coming in for the out. Little bit greedy there. Little bit greedy there on that coach to run him in. That cost him a run and maybe more. As Sims is really, really quick to get off his knees and get to a ball, Gould's going to cover well always. So, yeah, that might have been a costly run right there. Those bases were juiced for 9s. At the end of one, 6-2, NBA. NBA has brought their game today so far. We see we can continue that. So last night, generally, and DeLee, you'll be interested in this, generally we all get together as a team and we go eat somewhere, but everybody kind of got in late and they were tired and they were doing their own thing. However, the Goulds went over to BJ's Brewery and they took our coach, Braden Blaine, to BJ Brewery last night to eat. We try to keep our coach well fed because it keeps him in a better attitude if we can keep him fed. And so they were sitting down to eat, and in fashion, Coach Braden is always late to the party. He loves his sleep. He's a diva. There's no doubt he's a diva. And so he shows up there to BJ's, and everybody had taken their seat, and he walks up, and as he sits down, the server immediately asks Coach Blaine, "Sir, do you need a booster seat?" Now just think about that a minute. If you know our coach, he goes about 4'11" on a good day, and
high heel cleats.
And he wears, and that's in high heel cleats, as Daryl points out. He didn't take the booster chair and immediately accused Hillary Gould of putting the server up to that. And he said, you know, did they put you up to this? And that server said, no, sir, you look like you need a booster chair. So, yeah, but you know,
look at that. Look at that.
And, there goes Zach Gould right there, the 2020 foldout for GQ and 2-time defending second place hot dog eater of the year at Nathan's out on the East Coast. Coming up July 4th, he has decided to commit to one more contest at least. There's a swing, a hit. Fortune is going over to first. Not in time.
I tried to pick
Out
up that
number
issue.
1. Did you try to get the GQ issue?
I tried.
You
But
can get on
it's-
Amazon maybe and get it.
No.
Is it
no.
not available anymore?
That is the #1 collectible GQ issue that has ever been
In the
printed.
history of GQ.
In the history.
That's why you can't get it. Man,
The closest one I found was for $75.
wow. Well, anybody out there that can find the October 2020 issue of GQ magazine, get that. It is a collector, I just found out. It's got our assistant coach Zach Gould in the fold out. You need to pick that up if you can. Braxton Sims, I believe, is in. Ooh, that's way inside. Yes. So Braxton Sims, currently the catcher for NBA, is in the box for NBA with Joey Creech on deck. Judd Fortune was up first for NBA. Had a nice little hit over into second, but Judd couldn't beat out the throw. Good fundamental play, second to first for West Texas 9. Sims steps back out of the box, now back in. Sims has a good bat. If it gets anywhere near him, he generally can drive it pretty good. He's a good line drive hitter. It's outside for walk number 4. I'll wait and pitch ball number 4 for a walk. Sims hustles down to first, as you should. Joey Creech, fun to watch. Literally
You know,
worth the price of admission.
I think in about 3 months he'll be taller than Coach.
I think you look at him right now. He's all see Braden. You can see him on the camera. He has to stoop down very little to talk to Joey Creech. Very little. They're on the same level almost. I think as we said earlier, Joey's dad Jeremy had to stay back in Midland. He's a lot of fun to have in tow as these families travel together a lot. Jeremy had to stay home, so he's listening. Jeremy, we'll try to do you justice on how your son's doing. He's into bat. He's got a runner on first. He's going to try to bring around. Joey's very, very fast. He's showing bunt. Tips the ball. Runner has to come back to first on that foul tip. Joey's good in all phases of his game. Love to watch this little one run. Got a twin brother, plays soccer, doesn't have anything to do with baseball. Now the runner's on the move on an outside pitch. Sims gets in there safe as the shortstop drops the ball, couldn't apply the tag. Creech back in, trying to get now the runner in scoring position, advanced at least 60, if not 120 feet. Uh-oh, there may be a play at third. Wow, Sims steals third. That was a good throw. That was good throw by Cerna behind the mound to third base. Julian. Christian had a good throw to Julian. It was a really close call. But Sims goes in on his belly. He gets under that tag. Sims now just 60 feet away from putting the 7th run on the board as Creech is going to do his best. There's a mound visit. The coach for the Nines questioning that call, I think, on third of safer out. We're going to see what they hold pat. It's hard to change the mind of an umpire once they make it. They're going to stay with that safe call. That runner's going to stay on third. There is 1 out, 6-2 NBA. 2 balls, 1 strike to Creech. So he's got 1 to play with before he has to get serious about hitting. 1 strike against him. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Batter now ahead of the pitcher, 3-1. He can sit on 1 if he wants to here. Hope for a wild pitch to score the runner, or maybe, let's see here. Pitcher takes his sign, deals. That's going to be low. That's going to walk Creech. Creech is going to base on balls. That puts runners on the corner. And that's going to bring up White Murray out of Midland, Texas. I have no idea what that song is. I am 65 years old, and there's a lot of these songs that I just don't know. And in fact, they're actually, some of them are just so vulgar I can't repeat them on air. And that's when you know you're old, is when the music of today seems vulgar to you. That's when you know you're 1 foot in the grave and the other one on a banana peel. So Flip-Flops, head coach, that's another nickname for Braden Blaine. Flip-Flops is over on third base side rallying his troops. All the guys are out of the dugout. He's trying to lift them up. Now you can see him, I think, on your left side. Coach Braden goes out and he's on a knee talking to Joey Creech. Now see how tall Sims is next to Coach Blaine. That now you can understand kind of the joke with offering him a booster seat last night. See, that makes that visual come clear to you. He's coming over here to me. I'm glad there's a chain link fence between us. He might punch me right between the eyes. Now he stops. He's talking to Murray. All right. NBA is doing good today. Started out good. They're top of the second, 6-2. Runner Creech on first. Runner Sims on third. They had a pitching change. The 9 did. So 9 is going to Ishan Patel. Uniform number 13. Patel's going to be on the bump in relief. He's warming up. White Murray is going to be the batter when this resumes. White's getting an eyeball on him and seeing where he needs to be. After Murray will be Jace Gould, current pitcher for today from NBA. Murray's been called to get kicked off here. He got, as I can remind you, got on first this first go around, so he's looking to get on first again 2 times today if he can and get these runners home. First pitch is out outside, runner on the move. There's a throw from catcher down to short with second backing up. Actually, second coming over. In safe for the steal. That puts both runners in scoring position for NBA. NBA getting a good lead off the bases. Looking for that mistake. That was behind Murray, and there's that mistake we were talking about as Sims comes in, sliding for a run on that overthrown ball. Certainly couldn't get to that ball if he wanted to. It was way high and over him. Also advances Creech to third on that pitch. Again, NBA, they do run the bases well. They do get Coach Braden Blaine is a really aggressive coach in that area. He'll get them stretched out there as far as he can from the base to look for those mistakes. Take advantage of them. That pitch is in there low for Murray. Daryl, do we have any NBA or MLB games going?
Well, let me check.
That ball's high and inside, and that walks Murray. That's going to put men on the corners. Jace Gould's going to step in with runners on the corner. He's going to see if he can do more damage. Unfortunately, we heard last night Texas Tech lost. Although that's not my alma mater, I absolutely pulled for them. I want Tech to win. I want my Texas teams to win. We are here in Lubbock.
Even the Rangers?
Even the Rangers. Runner Murray on the move. Runner Creech coming in from third. Scores. Now runner Murray goes ahead and goes to third. So the steal started, and man, did they ever pay off. Like I told you, Joey Creech is maybe the fastest boy on the team. Extremely fast, and he comes in on a steal. And Murray is as fast. He's right there with him, and he gets to come on around, and he's 60 foot from scored. And that was a good pitch.
We got the Shankies versus the Screwers today.
Okay, Yankees and Brewers, and that was a brutal score by the Yankees. Went at 20-6 last night, or 20-2. The Yankees blew them out. They're playing them again today.
Got the Rangers and the Red Sox.
There's a hit down right side, out of play. When do the Rangers play?
The Rangers and the Red Sox are at 1:35.
Say Rangers and Red Sox at 1:35. When do the Stros play?
That's what I'm looking for. The Astros.
Runner on third. Murray. Swing and a miss by Gould. It strikes him. No, that strikes him out. Bringing up Damian Ochoa. Murray desperately wants to come in for a run off third. Score 8-2 NBA. There's a pitch. There's a swing. It's a dribbler. It's a dribbler out down the third base line. Patel comes up with it quick. Back to the catcher, trying to get Murray for an out. Murray, again, a set of wheels on him. Comes in, slides safe for the score. Ends up being a bunt without a bunt, putting Ochoa on first and Murray scoring. Had an opportunity to meet White's sister, last week in Brownwood, and I got an opportunity to talk to Mr. Murray just a few minutes ago, just letting him know, man, what a fine family they have there. Wyatt and his sister are just the epitome of humbleness and kindness. Wyatt's just such a pleasure to have on our team. Just what a sweet, good family and good influence on his friends. Wyatt is around his friends here at MBA. So I enjoyed our talk there, Mr. Murray, with you earlier, getting to know you just a little bit better. Good job, you and your wife, with your kiddos. They're just a pleasure.
Looks like their next game is tomorrow against the Giants.
So the Stros don't play today. They're off, and it looks like tomorrow against the Giants is when they're going to fire back up. It's unusual for them to have a Sunday off. That's usually a Tuesday for the Stros. So it probably has to do with opening day being on Thursday.
You know, speaking of that high-scoring game the other day.
Yeah, the Yankees.
Yeah, I wonder what the highest-scoring baseball game in professional baseball.
That'd be a good trivia. What's the highest scoring professional baseball game in history? Ochoa, 80, advances to third. So, so here we have it. Daryl comes up with that. The highest score ever was in August 25th, day before my birthday, 1922, and it was 26-23, the Cubs, for a total of 49 runs. That was a good little piece of trivia right there. That's a good piece of trivia. Dig that stuff up. That's good. There's a hit, foul back towards the first base dugout on the ground. Not too hot. Everybody's safe over there. Silas Bryan is up to bat for NBA. He's got a runner. He's trying to get in on from third. There is 2 outs. Score is 9-2. It'd be nice to bring one more in. There's a hit. That is over first base dugout. Out of play for Silas. That'll bring the count full or even 2-2. Ooh, that's good. Here's a pitch. Ow, back to the pitcher. That scores Ochoa. Unfortunately, that line drive goes off of the shin, the right shin bone of Ishan Patel, the pitcher. That had to hurt. That was a really hard line drive.
It does hurt.
Oh, and yeah, Daryl, his son caught him on the shin just a few weeks ago, and he says he confirms that absolutely does hurt. Ishan's back up on his feet.
It was last night.
That was last night?
Yeah.
Oh, you got hit last night in the shin.
For the second time in 2
Golly, that hurts so bad. Ishan's walking. Coach is absolutely carrying him to the dugout. Man, you hate to see that. Ishan, he took it hard off of hard hit.
highest home runs in a game by a single player.
So I'll give you some trivia. What is the highest number of home runs by a single player in Little League history? Highest number of home runs in a game in Little League history, and in what country did that happen? Why was the runner out there?
Over at first?
Yeah.
Because the first baseman got the ball.
Did he get it in time? I thought it laid there for a minute.
No, it bounced far enough over.
Okay. So although Ishan was hit, it bounced far enough off his shin over to first base for the first baseman to have a play on it for the last out of the inning.
The pitcher was getting a leg up on the competition.
Pitcher was getting a leg up on he took one for the team, didn't he?
He did.
Leg up on the competition, man. Wow, I hope Ishan's all right. Again, personally know him from the Little League days, know his parents. So Kai Hill, 8U playing in a tournament here. What positions did you play yesterday? Second base? Both times? Maybe? And then you won both games, right?
I lost one by one the second.
So you lost the first one, won the second. So you're playing again at 3 today. Okay. How do you like AU ball? Fun? Does your dad teach you a lot?
A little.
A little. He teaches you a little. Okay. Well, that's better than most because most dads can't teach their kids anything. Have you ever heard that? Just some parents are just so dang dumb they can't teach their kids anything. Your dad must be pretty smart because he's teaching you something, right? I think your dad's pretty good. I got to watch him play when he was not much older than you. I got to watch him play, in fact, most of his life. You couldn't have a better coach. I'll just throw that in there for you. You're kind of lucky there. Does your sister play? She plays softball, doesn't she? Yeah, I saw her take lessons from Coach Barry Keeper over at DBAT the other day. And have you had a coach from Barry Keeper, a coach in session yet? So both you, 8-year-old, your sister, who's 10-year-old, they both had lessons from Coach Keeper over at DBAT, who is outstanding. He also coaches my son, John Williamson, and has for a couple of years. DBAT is a gym over in Midland, the best DBAT facility in the country. They have some of the best coaches in the country over there that teach all the way from 6, 7-year-old all the way up into high school, college, all positions. Probably one of the best facilities and coaching facilities and opportunities in the country. Talk more about them later. Jay Schoold's back on the mound for MBA, pitching to Salazar. Lalo Salazar for the West Texas 9. We'll get an update on Patel here in a minute, see how he's doing, and report back to everybody. It's pretty hard hit.
He's going to have a little bump there and a bruise.
So the update, it's a pretty good bump. They did put a little ointment on it there, maybe some icy hot. Didn't look like it broke the skin. And the report is that he's probably going to be all right, just a little bit sore, maybe out for a few days while he gets back to health. We pray and hope for the best for that young man. There's a ball over the head of Lalo Salazar. We're underway in the bottom of the second. 9-2 NBA. 3 balls a strike to Salazar. And that's in there for strike number 2. That'll bring the count full for Salazar. Remember the trivia. Swing and a miss. As Gould punches out Salazar for out number 1 of the inning. What is the most home runs ever hit in a Little League game by a single player and from what country? The answer to that is 3. The country, Japan. I cannot pronounce the player's name. Do you speak Japanese?
Noriatsu Osaka.
Noriatsu Osaka is what I'm hearing. I tried my best, but Daryl did it. He nailed it. Nailed it. That's good trivia.
Extra base hits.
That ball is way over.
Here, I'll do it.
It looks like it. Okay, the nose needs to go down. Where just our camera got hit. That's it right there, dead on. I think that's dead nuts. You can see the first baseman.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daryl.
I'm the technical disadvisor.
Technical disadvisor. I'm going to put that on a business card and we'll hand those out.
Misadvisor.
Misadvisor.
I don't know what it would be.
So Jillian is into bat for the Nines.
Nobody on.
Nobody on. And there's another
One out.
need for a helmet. There is one out. That is correct. And he's got 3 balls against that pitcher right now. And now he has 4. So Arnold, I think it's Arnold or Arnolfo. I think it's Arnold. Makes it to first base. Time's been called. There's going to be a visit in the mound by Coach Blaine and his infield. When we get back into play, I believe Mauricio may be up for the Nines. Daryl, did y'all go back home last night from Lubbock? Did you go back to Stanton?
We did, and we were just in time
Yeah? Did you have a
to
plumbing
catch
leak?
a total brownout on the way home.
Well, let me tell you what, that wind, we had beautiful weather most of the day, and then right towards the tail end, it was a brownout. I don't know how people made it home. So what time do you have to get up to get here this morning from Stanton?
Well, I was up at 5:30.
About 5:30, left
That
about,
was for work.
work, left about 6:30, 7:30?
No, 7:30.
Yep.
Lisa and Noah left. I still had work to do.
That happens.
They did.
There's a toss back to first to try to catch the runner stealing to no avail. Runner Julian for Nines on first. He's on the run. There's a throw down to second to see if they can get him stealing, and it didn't get in time. I'll have to tell you that was a really good stop by number 7 Sims behind the plate. It was way high, or that runner would have stole to third. Sims does a good job bringing that in. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 9-2 NBA, bottom of the second. Chase Gould deals outside. Sims couldn't get to that. That's going to advance the runner to third on a steal. Puts runner 60 feet away from a score that would bring them to 3 runs for the game if they can get there. They have a good chance with 1 out. They got 2 outs to work with as Mauricio steps back in for the Nines. Great pitch on the outside, tailing away Daryl for a strike. He could live there. He'd be dangerous the rest of the day. 1-1, 2-1.
That mound.
Here comes the wild pitch. Runner's coming in to score, and he'll be in there on his belly, but no need.
He just wanted to use that shiny pink mitt.
That's right. He wanted to use the pink mitt. That's maybe
That's pretty cool
Ardolo. That's a first name I can't read on his jersey, but good run, Julian. This is actually his last name, and I can't read it, but everybody in West Texas 9 World knows who that is. Mauricio steps back in, the base is cleared. Score 9-3 in favor of NBA in the bottom of the second.
You know, this mound is a Coach Blaine mound.
Oh, that is a Coach Blaine mound. There's a walk.
Designed especially for him with his short legs.
Man, you know what? That mound would bring him up, I think, Daryl, to 5'7" if he was standing on it.
Maybe. With his high heel cleats.
Yeah. And they're pink high heel cleats. Dresses to kill. Yes. Thank you. Runner on first. He gets on first by way of a walk. Alejandro Lopez steps in against Gould to see if he can get his runner around. He's got 1 out. His team has 1 out. There's a ball against him right now, but that's it. So he's ahead of the pitcher. There's a swing, a hit, back to the right side fence, foul, right, almost 90-degree angle from where he was hitting from the right-handed pitching side. So nice little hard hit, just not quite straight enough. He might straighten that out and make him pay. 1 ball, 1 strike. So throw back to first to try to catch that runner. Mauricio's getting a little too far out, they think. Cal Cook does a good job catching that. There's a strike for Gould. Gould gets ahead of the pit batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if he can finish him off here. There's a swing and a miss by Alejandro that results in the second out of the inning. But we now have Christian Cerna up to see if he can get something going here in the bottom of the second. With Mauricio over on first. There's a really hard hit down the right side, about 2 foot foul into the first base dugout. That if he straightens that out, that's probably going to go a while. Nice bat speed by Cerna. Another one in the exact spot by Cerna. If he straightens that out, Cerna has got a nice. He's got nice velocity on that swing. Just getting it off the tip of that bat just a little bit. Those pitches are a little bit out there where that occurs. That one outside, that's going to advance the run of Mauricio to second with no problem. He's still ahead in the count, Gould is. No. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. That one was inside, and that'll bring the count even for Gould. Mauricio on second, nobody on the corners. That's a high and inside. That'll bring the count full, and we'll see a payoff pitch this next go around. And that's going to be outside. He loses the hitter on that one and walks him to first. Puts the man on first and second, and that so Alex steps in for the 9 to see if he can get his runners around. Boy, that is really inside. That's a close one. In defense for NBA, Williamson third, Creech short, Hernandez second, Cook first, Ochoa left field, Fortune center field, Bryant right field. Sims behind the mound catching Gould. Behind the plate catching Gould on the mound. Score 9-3 in favor of NBA. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Outside just a hair. On the mound is Flotte, F-L-O-T-T-E. Somebody wants to come over and correct me on that, I'd appreciate that. I don't want to butcher his name. Float or Flotte. There's a pitch that gets away from the catcher. That's going to advance both runners second and third respectively. Actually, that's a walk. That ends up being a walk to Hernandez. That loads the bases. They're juiced again. Flote, I just heard that last name. So I can straighten that out now. Julian Flote. Julian Flote is going to step in once play resumes. There's a conference going on at third base with the Nines, but when they resume, the bases will be juiced for Julian Flote. It's going to be 2 outs. Score 9-3 NBA. The coach Braden Blaine takes the opportunity to talk to his kiddos as well. Well, it looks like now we have a pitching change. So that'll be it for Gould for the day. Jace does a really good job on the mound. He leaves the game with a 6-run lead for his team. A strong effort by Gould. Gould played a behind the mound yesterday. One heck of an athlete. Plays all sports. He's a very, very good both tackle and flag football player. So Gould finishes the day off, getting his team in position to where they can win 9-3. He's going to hand the ball over to Marshall Hall. Hall out of the Midland, Texas Metroplex area. Not quite Midland, but in the area. Hall pitched a little bit yesterday. Closed out an inning, got us out of a jam. Sims is going to stay in catching Hall. I don't see any other changes in the defense for NBA. That ought to be the same when we resume. Spoke to Dr. Rye Weaver. His son plays for the Bananas out of Midland, Texas. Rye and I are good friends. We go to church together. Our kids go to church together. They're played 2 games. The Bananas did yesterday. Congratulations to them. They won both their games, and they're playing right behind us on the field across the way right now. I don't know how they're doing, but we wish them all the luck in the world. Their son, Kobe Weaver, really good pitcher. He pitches for the Bananas, and he can play really any spot, infield, outfield, and he's a really good batter. He's had a good day yesterday for the Bananas. A good go there, Kobe. Ryan, Samantha Weaver out of Midland, Texas. Good folks. Good friends of ours. Blessed to have them in our life. Y'all go get them, Bananas. Jillian Flote will step back in now as play resumes. Bases are juiced. Alex on first, Christian on second, Mauricio on third. And Flote sees his first pitch as a strike on the outside corner. Pitcher getting ahead of him right out of the gate. Here's another one. Just a little bit too far out, so that's going to even the count. 1-1 by Hall. There's a pitch in for ball. 2 balls and a strike. I'm sitting right behind home plate where our cameras are at and where I'm calling the game. On my right side, first base side, is the West Texas 9 fans, and on my left side, third base side, is the NBA Midland Baseball Academy fans. Midland Baseball Academy out of Midland, Texas, under the ownership of Mike Munguia. 180 kids strong. There's a wild pitch. Well, it ends up being a ball. That walks the runner and walks one in. So that brings the score 9-4. Bases still juiced. Ishan Patel comes up in the on-deck circle, so it looks like he's going to be okay. We're glad to see that. Cisneros is going to step in for Malachi Cisneros is going to step in for the juiced bases of the Nines, and he sees his first pitch on the outside, and he swings at it, catches the tip into his back, and drives it back towards first base. Dugout. There's another pitch. That's a hit. Line drive to Joey Creech at shortstop. Never has to move out of his stance. Right between his eyes. He catches that ball for out number 3, getting this team out of a heck of a jam. That if that would have gotten by Creech, there'd have been 3 scored, and that would have brought this score really in line, 9-7. Really good play by Creech. Jeremy, that's what you get for not coming to watch your son live this weekend, sir. You missed the play of the day, I'll tell you right now. Again, as I said earlier, Joey can play all positions. and he plays hard, fast, intense. There's an example of that.
They didn't have any coffee.
And Daryl goes, I'd ask you to do one thing, and that is just coffee, brother. All I need is coffee. What do I get? This clear substance that does me no good.
Well,
Water.
I'm going to cut it with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, he wants to cut it with Dr. Pepper. Now, they say that's my second favorite drink. But no, you couldn't get that.
Well, here.
No, I don't want it. You already drank out of it.
I have not.
Well, I just wanted to say that. There ain't no mountain high enough.
There is, trust me.
Well, according to that song over there, there ain't no mountain high enough. Is there a mountain high enough?
Well,
Is
I'll
that
tell
the
you,
is that the marriage mountain? Come on, get yourself in a
Fuji.
jam. Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji is pretty
That's
high
how
when
you
you climb up.
That's
it.
how you know to speak Japanese.
Yes.
Mount Fuji. You said
Yes.
that with authority.
Yes. Mount Fuji is very high, and takes
High,
a
or
while
do you
to
get
up
high
there.
when you get there?
Well,
Oh, it's high to get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't say anything. There could be a drug test on Monday.
there might be. I'm in Abilene, Texas, by the way, with my good buddy
Yeah.
Steve here.
Yeah, we're in Abilene. We're not in Lubbock.
No, we're not at the Red Fields. in
Yeah,
Lubbock.
we're
And,
over here.
Our team manager is Dalee Cook. and
Yeah,
you
go
can
see
ask any
Dalee.
questions.
Any CPS questions or drug testing that needs to go on, Dalee Cook, she's the one. Look who's back on the mound.
All right.
That's Ishan Patel. He's going to come back in. That tells us all we need to know about that leg. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. We're really proud of that. Leading off when play resumes for Midland will be John Williamson. John will be followed by Noah Hernandez, his buddy. They stayed up last night, Daryl, a little bit, I think, playing some video games or talking to each other. I don't know. There's a group of them. I don't know if Noah was one of them, but I know there were several of them on there.
Playing MLB 25.
I think that might be it. Yeah. Williamson steps in. He's going to see what Patel has to offer. And he has a strike to offer Williamson as he that's in. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two balls
Noah, you
and a
got it.
strike to Williamson.
Make it be there.
There's a swing, a hit.
is.
Wow, through
Right.
first baseman's legs. Williamson running and makes it safe to first base. That was a smoking drive about 2 inches off the ground that went right between the heels of first baseman. Just couldn't get to it quick enough. Williamson, with that newly found speed, gets to first base for single. Williamson's going to take a pretty good lead at first to try to get a steal. Patel's going to throw back over to him to keep him honest. Williamson will steal.
Quick question. What is the fastest pitch ever in the Little League World Series?
The fastest pitch ever in Little League World Series. Williamson off as the ball's hit. Williamson, thank goodness, was off on a run, or that'd have been a double play. That was a nice play by shortstop coming over to get it on a nasty hop, high hop. He thought about going to second. Williamson was already too far down the line. It keeps him in the game at scoring position. Unfortunately, Noah out at first. That was a good hit by Noah, though. Noah Hernandez just nearly beat it out. Williamson back on his belly, almost got caught stealing. Are you kidding me? The fastest pitch ever recorded at a Little League World Series by Alex Edmondson in 2015 was 83 miles an hour, Daryl? Really?
Really?
83 freaking miles an hour. Good. 13 years old. What's his arm like right now? It's been about 10 years. Reckon he still has an arm on him?
imagine he's probably in the
Son
big leagues
of a
somewhere.
gun. Cal Cook steps in to see if he can get Williamson around. Cal has a ball on him. 1 ball, no strike. Zach Gould is talking to him. A little bit of coaching here while the conference continues. The umpires had enough of this stuff, and he's headed out to the mound to break that conference up. He tells them to go get a conference room at Marriott if they want to talk anymore. All right,
Either that or
Eshan.
he was
Eshan.
wondering what time the meeting
Yeah,
started.
what time
'cause he
did they
the
didn't get it? And there was no coffee. We know that for the conference. Yeah, we found that out, Dr. Pepper.
Mhm.
Kyle steps back in. Eshan's high and outside. Two balls, no strikes to Cook. DeLee, are you watching? Williamson on the run for a steal. He is down and, gets away from third. They thought about it. He thought they almost sent him home, but he might have pulled a hammy coming back. Williamson slides under that third base.
Either that or a package of bacon.
Or a package of bacon. That's right. Good. He might have pulled he might have pulled a package of bacon. That's
He's
right.
had a rough few days.
He has had a
hasn't
rough. Yes, he did.
Didn't he pitch some this week?
He pitched a lot this week. He pitched a lot this week. He is tired. He pitched Thursday in Little League. He pitched and closed a game yesterday and started in another game yesterday. After coming in from a wedding, leaving Dallas at midnight, getting into Lubbock at around 4 or 5 in the morning, sleeping 2 hours and coming to the game yesterday. Williamson is spent. He shouldn't be attempting too much here. He may not make it. There's a hit right past shortstop by Cal Cook into left field, bringing Williamson in on that hit. RBI
Good hit, Cal.
for Cal Cook. A nice hit, Mom, right over shortstop's head, drops into center field, and he gets on first for a nice single and bringing Williamson in for an RBI, ringing that score on up the ladder 10-4 in favor of NBA in the top of the third with Cal now stealing second.
He put that base in his pocket.
He put that base in his pocket. I agree with it.
Better
Cal.
ask his mom if he paid.
Paid it, yeah. Did he pay? He put that base in his pocket, Darryl says. Cal steals second in scoring position, and Marshall Hall, uniform 10, in to hit next off of Patel. Hall had a good game yesterday. Cal is on the move. He's in a stealing mood,
He's got
man.
a base in both pockets.
He's in a stealing mood. Matter of fact, I think the Popo's pulling up. They're sick of that stealing by Cal Cook. Oh.
He's going to steal.
Ball gets away. Cook almost comes on in, but he thought, yeah, I'm not ready for the handcuffs. I believe I'll stay on third. DeLee, did you teach him that? Brother Carter, 12-year-old, 12U MBA, playing in a tournament in Abilene. We'll get an update on them here shortly. Mama DeLee Cook there with them. Daddy Nathan here with Cal. They have to kind of split it up on occasion when we have our MBA family not playing in the same tournaments. Again, they're 9U to 14U in NBA. This just in. News coming. Y'all stand by. Swing and a miss by Hall. 4 ball for, that brings us, I think, maybe a full count. I've got some good news at the end of this, one way or the other, however this turns out for Hall. Outside. Oh, no, that's a strike. Caught him looking for strike number 3. Out number 2, bringing up Judd Fortune. 12U MBA has won their game today on a walk-off homer. 12U MBA in Abilene, Clyde, Texas, playing this weekend. Our brothers over there won on a walk-off home run. Congratulations, DeLee, your 12-year-old team. Keep it going today. We're trying to keep it going here. 10-4 is our score. in top of the third. Judd Fortune sees a ball low, bringing the count even 1-1. Judd Fortune, a son of a coach.
Did you say son of a coach?
Son of a coach.
Called him a son of a coach.
Son of a coach. We're not going to give any more information than that, but let me tell you, son of a really good coach. And there for a strike. Counts 1-2. Fortune's going to try not to get that pitcher to let him off the hook here. I think Fortune is, he's looking to where he wants to put that ball right now. There's a hit. Just foul.
I think it bounced off a hot dog.
It almost, it almost got it. I think it did. We're thinking it hit a hot dog in Gould's tummy right now. Might have saved Gould's life. That was one hot dog hitting the right spot right there. There's another hit. Up. Oh, my goodness. Back towards the pitcher. Uh-oh. Gets away. A throw back to first. Gets away, and Judd is going to go on around to second. And, man, that's going to score your son, DeLee Cook, Cal Cook. There's an RBI by Judd Fortune. That ball goes to the right of the pitcher, out towards short.
Let's go, Braxton.
The pitcher can't get it gathered up. When he does, Judd outruns that throw on first. Wild throw a little bit to first, bringing Judd on over to second on a steal. And that's going to turn the lineup over to Braxton Sims, who right out of the gate hits a smoking line drive over left field's head.
Grab the bat.
And
Grab the bat.
Fortune is in for a score, and this is going to be an in the field, in the park. No!
Oh! That was a close one.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was close. Sims comes on around, and he was about to have an in-the-park home run when the throw from the outfield comes in, and
It's all right.
just in
that was a good-
time, the ump says gets the runner on the arm. Great play by the catcher for the Nines to save that run. Wow, but not before NBA puts another one on the board. 12-4 now at the bottom, at the top of the third, going into the third, NBA. And did we get just get an update on time for this game and what's coming up?
We have less than 9 seconds left in the game, but because the Nines are the home team, they get to get their last.
All right, so that means there was not less than 9 seconds left in play. It's an hour and a half game, which it always is here. However, as Daryl says, the home team gets to bat. So the Nines are going to have an opportunity to pull off the comeback of the year to see if they can score 8 runs to tie or 9 runs to win. And I can tell you that can happen because, Daryl, that's happened against us before.
Yes, it has.
We had a nice lead, and we dropped 9 runs. They dropped 9 runs on us to come back and tie the game in that instance.
Yes. That was a good game.
That's a good game, though. So no team is ever out. The Nines are certainly not out. They have proven they can hit. They can play this game. They have a very good chance. Nobody leave here. They got a very good chance at getting this put back together. And their rally caps are on in the first base dugout. Ishan Patel, if you'll recall, was the pitcher that got smoked on the shin earlier. He has recovered. He recovered to come back in and pitch into the next inning. Now he's going to start us off at the bottom of the third to see if he can get his rally kicked off for his team. The longest home run. Now here's a good one. What is the longest home run in Little League World Series history?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a hint. It happened in the 2022 Little League World Series. What is the distance of that hit? And who and where is that player from?
I bet I know.
I know you know. I know you know. I got faith in you. Full confidence in you. Tell us who that is.
It was Caden Shelton of Pearland, Texas. Can you believe this?
Caden Shelton of Pearland.
270 feet, almost a football field.
270-foot home run by Caden Shelton, Pearland, Texas. Wow, that's hit.
That is.
I'm going to tell you what, that's out there kind of where we're sitting in left field where those cars are at.
That's a bigger hit than the Bee Gees.
You got that right. What does that say for the Bee Gees? I don't know. Ishan Patel stepping in to get this one started. Bottom of the third. They got to have 8 to tie, 9 to win. Hall is continuing to pitch to Sims. First one is a ball.
He was hitting the shin so hard, I think that they had to put a new metal leg on.
I think he has a new metal leg. Good look. You can see where the hit happened. There's a swing and a miss by Patel, even in the count 1-1. There is no joke, a really dark, muddy spot kind of where Patel was hit on that leg. He took a hit. He's a trooper.
He is.
1-1. Hall deals, comes in on a strike. That's a nice pitch by Hall. 1-2. Pitcher ahead of hitter. Whoa! Call strike 3. Patel sees that go by for the first out of the inning. 2 more outs. 2 more outs. And NBA might have them a win here. Or 2 more outs. There's a hit down the left field side. I'm going to tell you that's about 6 inches outside of the foul line down left. He would have probably come in for an infield home run. That is going to be Noah Hernandez for the West Texas 9, as we have a Noah Hernandez for Major League Baseball. Midland Baseball. Go ahead. Hey, can you like 20 help me? 15 to 20. Good night. That ball was foul tipped right back behind me. I jumped like a little girl.
Well, that's all right.
Goodness gracious.
I caught you.
You did. You had your hand behind me. I wasn't going to flip smooth over. I almost went over. Man, 1-2. That'll even the count. 2-2 to Noah Hernandez. No relation to Noah Hernandez. Don't know what happened there, but I know the helmet came off, so that had to be close. That's gonna see here. Yeah, that'll bring the count full, right? Is it full? Full count. 1 out. Nobody on. Noah Hernandez. No relation to Noah Hernandez. Up to bat. He sees an outside. That was actually 2-2. So now we've got a full count. Payoff pitch on the way. There's a foul hit, clearing the backstop, clearing the building behind us, and is about slide road in the loop in Lubbock right now.
I think that was a record foul ball.
That's a record foul ball, man. That's hit. He better not straighten it out or they'll be in trouble. There's another foul ball. Not quite over the fence this time, but if it had dropped over, it'd have hit either Darryl or I.
He's got your number.
And he does. I think he wants me. He wants me out of here. There's a lot of people want me out of here, including Zach Gould right now. Boy, there is a hit to outfield, center field, Fortune over. Oh! Has it in his glove and everything comes off. Literally the ball in his glove and the entire glove and ball come off.
That was on fire.
Man, I'm going to tell you it was on fire.
Did you see the flames?
I saw the
coming
flames.
out the back of
It's
it?
smoking. That was a
heck
good
of a
hit. Let's see who we have up right here. Looks like we're going to, what's your last name? Obayo. He's going to be on deck for the Nines as Salazar steps in for the Nines. So the Nines will reach on an error to first base. Lalo Salazar, steps in to see if he can bring in or get his runner advanced off first. There's a swing and a miss by Salazar for a strike. Strike two.
Noah Hernandez was taking a lead off the first and was being watched by Noah Hernandez.
Oh, Noah Hernandez was watching Noah Hernandez very closely as Noah Hernandez is taking the lead off first base in case Noah Hernandez wants to throw Noah Hernandez out. No relation.
No relation.
Lalo Salazar, he desperately wants Hernandez to get over to second
To see Hernandez.
to see Hernandez. There's a throw
To Hernandez.
down to second to Hernandez.
Came up with Joey.
Creech comes out in front of him to snag it. Can't get the tag down in time. And Hernandez is in for a safe steal. There, right now, you see those two at second. That's a Hernandez and a Hernandez. That's a Noah and a Noah within 3 feet of each other.
No relation.
And you thought, no relation, and you thought you didn't have twins.
By golly.
I think you did. You named them the same name. Mama Hernandez doesn't find this humorous at all. No, I'm just telling you.
She does.
Leave her boy alone, she says.
Hey, wait.
Hall strikes out Salazar for out number 2. Uh-oh, Mama's picking a bat up. You better shut up. If she hits like Noah, she's going to get 2 for 1.
She does.
Well, we better be quiet about that. The West Texas 9 is down to 1 out. Julian steps in to see if he can keep this going. Riley Cap's on for the Nines. Nines has Hernandez on second. Hall deals. Wow, for a pretty strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 12-4, bottom of the third. NBA. Nines trying to stay in this game. Oh, there is a call, strike 2. Wow, the Nines are down to a strike and an out if they have any hope of keeping this going. Wow, Hall throws a flaming fastball catching the corner, but catches that batter swinging full on, trying to get this thing back to where they can at least go for 1 more hitter, but not to be, as NBA. What a game. Score 12-4. NBA has a win under their belt for this Sunday morning, and they live to see another game on Sunday. Daryl Butts.
I'm going to head out and get a picture of the Nomenclature Twins.
The Nomenclature Twins, there's going to be a picture by Noah Hernandez, dad, of Noah Hernandez and Noah Hernandez. We can't wait to see that picture. We might post it. The teams meet in the middle of the field to congratulate each other. Good job by the Nines, better job by the umpires. We always like to tip our hat at the umps. They work hard. They're underappreciated, underrespected. They don't do this for no other reason than they love the sport. Without them, this doesn't go. And we want to show our appreciation to all the umps in this profession, no matter if it's here, if it's college, if it's high school, if it's majors. They work hard, and they deserve the respect. They don't deserve to catch the mess they catch from unclassy fans. Let's always remember our umps and what they're here for and what they're doing, and understand they don't have an agenda. Give them a pat on the back and a thank you every chance you get. That's the end of this first of what will now be a doubleheader for NBA. 10U winning 12-4. NBA got on the board in the top of the first inning after a dropped third strike, scored 1 run. Silas Bryan doubled, scoring 2 runs. John Williamson singled, scoring in 1 run. And Callan Cooks singled, scoring in 2 runs. 10U added to their early lead in the top of the second inning after White Murray walked. Joey Creech stole home, and Damian Ochoa singled right up the middle on a smoker, each scoring 1 run. Adding to an early lead in the top of the third inning, Callan Cook singled again to center field. Judson Fortune singled up the middle, and Braxton Sims tripled down the left field line, each scoring a run. Jace Gould earns his first win of the season of 2025 on the mound for NBA. The pitcher allowed 0 hits and 4 runs, 2 earned over 1 2/3 inning, striking out 3 and walking 7. What a good job for NBA. NBA accumulated 10 hits in the game. Callan, the number 9 hitter for NBA, led the way with 3 runs batted in. The infielder went 2 for 2 on the day. Good job, Cal. John Williamson, Callan Cook, and Damian Ochoa each collected 2 hits for the 10U NBA out of Midland, Texas, NBA Midland Baseball Academy. Each of Joey White, John Williamson, Callan Cook, Braxton Sims, and Damian Ochoa each stole multiple bases for the NBA 10U. They ran wild on the pads, amassing 16 stolen bases for the game. What a great job by NBA. Great job, Braxton. Great job, John. Great job, Jace. Great job, Callan. Great job, Damian. Great job, Noah. Great job, all of y'all, in a good game. Coach, good job, coaches. We appreciate that. Braden Blaine, Coach Zach Gould. What a great coached game. What a good game. We're going to go on now to play this afternoon in second game. We don't know who it is yet, but as soon as we do, we'll have it announced. But until then, we wish everybody a good afternoon, and we'll be back on the air this afternoon to watch NBA try to win their second game of the day.
What's up? I recognize you from last
Hey,
time.
girl, how
You
you
have a
doing?
good little setup.
Oh, thank you.
This is way better than what I was doing.
I like that. I've seen those, and I love that. You're up in your game, man. That's good.
Where's the other one? Is there any other
I did
setup?
not put one in.